Here are 70 motivational and powerful quote of Patrick Hannery. 1. Give me liberty, or give me death. 2. The battle is not to the strong alone, it is to the vigilant, the active, the brave. 3. It is natural to man to indulge in the illusions of hope. 4. The great object is that every man be armed. 5. If we wish to be free, we must fight. I repeat it, sir, we must fight. 6. I am not a Virginian, but an American. 7. Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? 8. We are not weak if we make a proper use of those means which the God of nature hath placed in our power. 9. Guard with jealous attention the public liberty. Suspect everyone who approaches that jewel. 10. The Constitution is not an instrument for the government to restrain the people, it is an instrument for the people to restrain the government. 11. Should I keep back my opinions at such a time, through fear of giving offense, I should consider myself as guilty of treason toward my country. 12. The distinctions between Virginians, Pennsylvanians, New Yorkers, and New Englanders are no more. I am not a Virginian, but an American. 13. Fear is the passion of slaves. 14. Perfect freedom is as necessary to the health and vigor of commerce as it is to the health and vigor of citizenship. 15. A vitiated state of morals, a corrupted public conscience, is incompatible with freedom. 16. When the American spirit was in its youth, the language of America was different. Liberty, sir, was the primary object. 17. Liberty ought to be the direct end of your government. 18. We are apt to shut our eyes against a painful truth, and listen to the song of that siren till she transforms us into beasts. 19. I know of no way of judging the future but by the past. 20. The chains of slavery are broken, the sword of liberty is drawn. 21. The voice of the people is the voice of God. 22. If we are not governed by God, then we will be ruled by tyrants. 23. We shall not fight our battles alone. There is a just God who presides over the destinies of nations. 24. Courage, then, my countrymen. Our contest is not only whether we ourselves shall be free, but whether there shall be left to mankind an asylum on earth for civil and religious liberty. 25. No man thinks more highly than I do of the patriotism and abilities of the very worthy gentlemen who have just addressed this house. 26. Truth is one of the strongest pillars of freedom. 27. United we stand, divided we fall. 28. Our chains are forged. Their clanking may be heard on the plains of Boston. 29. Are we disposed to be of the number of those who, having eyes, see not, and having ears, hear not? 30. The liberties of a people never were, nor ever will be, secure when the transactions of their rulers may be concealed from them. 31. The eternal difference between right and wrong does not fluctuate. 32. Let us trust God and our better judgment to set us free. 33. The public good is paramount to all private interests. 34. The lamp of experience guides my feet. 35. A constitution is not the act of a government, but of a people constituting a government. 36. I treasure the peace and quiet of the country above all else. 37. Our petitions have been slighted, our remonstrances have produced additional violence and insult. 38. The war is actually begun. 39. Gentlemen may cry, peace, peace, but there is no peace. 40. An appeal to arms and to the God of hosts is all that is left us. 41. For my part, whatever anguish of spirit it may cost, I am willing to know the whole truth, to know the worst, and to provide for it. 42. Tyranny is defined as that which is legal for the government but illegal for the citizenry. 43. The great end of government is to secure the liberty of the citizen. 44. The militia, sir, is our ultimate safety. We can have no security without it. 45 Human rights can only be assured among a virtuous people. 46 Government is a trust, and the officers of the government are trustees. 47 When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. When the government fears the people, there is liberty. 48 Liberty, the greatest of all earthly blessings, give us that precious jewel, and you may take everything else. 49 There is no retreat but in submission and slavery. 50 This is no time for ceremony. 51 Power is the great enemy of liberty. 52 The question before the House is one of awful moment to this country. 53 I speak as a man of the world to men of the world, and I say to you, your liberties and mine are in danger. 54 The spirit of resistance to government is so valuable on certain occasions that I wish it to be always kept alive. 55 History has informed us of the most sacred truth: liberty is hard won and easily lost. 56 No free government or the blessings of liberty can be preserved to any people but by a firm adherence to justice. 57 I shall continue to oppose all measures which in my opinion will produce misery and distress. 58 Righteousness and truth alone exalt a nation. 59 To compel a man to furnish contributions of money for the propagation of opinions which he disbelieves and abhors is sinful and tyrannical. 60 Peace and liberty are inseparable. 61 The great pillars of all government and social life are virtue, morality, and religion. 62 A well-regulated militia is the proper, natural, and sure defense of a free state. 63 It is the first duty of every citizen to question authority. 64 Power is in the hands of the governed, and they are to wield it responsibly. 65 The power of the people is greater than the people in power. 66 It is time to stir, time to rise. 67 Let the spark of liberty be kindled in every heart. 68 It is incumbent upon every generation to preserve the freedoms handed down to them. 69 A free people cannot remain ignorant and free. 70 Liberty is the parent of virtue, and virtue alone is the guardian of liberty.